Hi, I'm Carla Schaefer, Anti-Speeds designer, and I will be demonstrating a modified daisy chain ring. I based this design off the bracelet I did, and all we're going to be using this time is one 8mm round Swarovski crystal, 14 4mm round Swarovski crystals, and an 11/0 seed bead. You will need a number 10 or a number 12 needle, a fire line, and a nipper tool. Okay, the first thing you're going to need to do is thread your needle with about a yard of fire line, and you won't need that much, but I like to have more than I need. And what we're going to do, just as we did in the bracelet, we're going to string 8 of the 4mm rounds onto our thread. And then we're going to tie these into a loop. Basically what we're doing is we're taking one of those little daisy chain motifs from the bracelet, and I thought they would make a neat ring, and I made a lot of them in all different kinds of colors. So they're really they're easy to work up and fun. So all I'm doing is tying this 8 4mm rounds into a loop. And then what we're going to do, and I'm using the dark indigo 4mm round and the air night, or indicolite actually, 8mm round. So now we're going to thread our 8mm round down to the loop. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to run our needle through the 4th crystal. So I'm going to count 4 crystals, and I'm just going to run my needle back through that 4th crystal and pull my thread. And now that 8mm round is going to rest in that little loop there. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add our petals, and I'm going to pick up 3 seed beads, 1 4mm round, and then 3 seed beads. And then we're going to skip this crystal, and we're going to run our needle through the next one. And then I'm going to turn it. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to pick up 3 seed beads, 1 4mm round, and 3 seed beads. And again, I'm skipping this crystal and I'm running it through this next one. And we're going to do this all the way around until we have 4 petals. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, now that we've come out of this last crystal, I'm going to run my needle through these 3 seed beads that's right above where the thread's emerging. And through this 4mm round. Then I'm going to pick up 3 seed beads, 1 4mm round, and then I'm going to pick up another 3 seed beads. And then I'm going to run back through this crystal on the opposite side, and this is going to where we're going to join the band. We're going to join the band right here. So, but what we're going to do first is just we're going to bring this on around and back to the other side. So I'm just going to run my needle through these 3 seed beads, and then around the 8 4mm rounds to the back to the beginning where I started. Now once I get here, I'm going to run through these 3 seed beads and out that 4mm round, back through the 3 till I exit this 4mm. Okay, now we're going to work on our band. My thread is exiting that 4mm round, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up 2, then 3, and 2 seed beads. I do that so I can keep count of how many I'm doing. And I'm going to run back through that 4mm round. What we're going to do is we're going to form a little square. I'm going to have 2 seed beads on the very side and 3 across the bottom. So I'm running my thread back through the 2. I want to tighten this up. and then I'm going to run my needle through the 3. Then I'm going to pick up 2, then 3 seed beads, and 2. Again, this is how I keep track of how many I'm doing. Run my needle back through those same 3 again. And what we're doing is we're building this little chain for the band of the ring. And you're going to do this until you get just about the desired length. And I like to flip my work over so I can work from the right side. Till you can get just about around your finger, or size it on a ring mandrel. It's up to you. But go through the 2 on the side, then the 3 for the middle, and then continue this until you nearly reach the size of the ring that you desire. Okay, now once you've got just about the length that you want this chain to be for the band, I'm going to pick up 2 seed beads, 1 4mm round, and 2 seed beads. And then I'm going to run my needle back through those 3. And then I'm going to run it up through these 2 on the side of the 4mm and through the 4mm. And then we're going to connect to the other side of the ring. Okay, we're going to pick up 3 seed beads. Now, just take note of where you're coming out of your thread, so of your bead. So I know I'm going to want to work with this side. So I picked up 3 seed beads. I'm going to run it through this 4mm round that's part of the motif. I'm going to slip it through here, and then I'm going to just simply go around again till we come out the other side. So I'm going to go through those 3 seed beads, until we come back to the other side, and then we're going to join that side. Now I'm back to where I want to go through these 3 on the side. Out that 4mm round. Now we're going to pick up 3 seed beads, go back through the 4mm round that is at the band, and now we've connected the band to the ring. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go back through, run some half-hitch knots through the work to secure it. I'm going to run through a couple of more beads before I do the knot. Here we go. And a half-hitch knot again is just running your thread up under, your needle rather, up under a thread, make a loop, and then pull it through. And then I'm going to run back through the round again. And make another knot, and then I'm going to trim. And then what we're going to do with this tail that's hanging out here from the loop is we're just going to run it through the work and clip it, and then you'll have a completed ring. Just going to run through. Make another knot. Okay, and then we're just going to run this through here, and then I'm going to clip it with my nipper tool. Now that I have my needle rethreaded, I'm just going to take it and run it through 1 or 2 beads. We've already got a knot, so it's not necessary to knot it again. And what I like to do is just kind of pull it and tug it to where that knot gets hidden inside that bead. And I'm going to go ahead and run it through another one. And then we're just going to snip the thread with our nipper tool. And we have completed our ring.